Amsterdam, a city of dreams, a city of canals. But did you know, it's also a city of secrets. Amsterdam is beautiful. It has charming houses, cute bridges and bikes everywhere. But beneath the surface, a darker side lurks. Amsterdam is old, very old. It has seen it all. Wars, plagues and celebrations. All these events leave traces, not just on the buildings, but on the very soul of the city. Some say these traces become ghosts. Ghosts are restless spirits. They are trapped between worlds. People are drawn to ghost stories. They send a shiver down your spine. They make you hold your breath. Why do we love to be scared? Maybe it's the mystery. Maybe it's the thrill. Whatever the reason, haunted places fascinate us. Why do we love haunted places? Is it the thrill of fear? The mystery of the unknown? Perhaps it's the stories they tell, stories of lives lived and lost, stories that echo through time. Haunted places are like puzzles. They beckon us to solve their mysteries. Who were these people? What were their hopes and dreams? And why are their spirits still here? These questions linger in the air. They tickle our curiosity. They send shivers down our spines. We crave answers. But sometimes it's the questions themselves that hold the most power. The unknown is both terrifying and exhilarating. It's a reminder that there are things in this world we cannot explain. And that's okay. Sometimes it's good to embrace the mystery. Amsterdam is a city with a haunted heart. Beneath its charming exterior lies a world of whispers and shadows, a world where the past refuses to stay buried. Walk down its quiet alleys. Feel the weight of history upon you. Every brick, every cobblestone has a story to tell. Look closely, you might see a fleeting shadow, or hear a whisper on the wind. Don't be afraid. These are just the echoes of Amsterdam's past. They want their stories to be told. Are you ready to listen? Our journey into Amsterdam's haunted heart is about to begin. Hold your breath, open your mind, and prepare to be amazed. Our first stop is a place of profound sadness and enduring hope. The Anne Frank House. This unassuming building on Prinsengracht Canal holds a heavy history. It was here that Anne Frank, a young Jewish girl, hid from the Nazis during World War II. She lived in a secret annex with her family. They hid for 2 long years. Anne Frank's diary, a testament to the human spirit, made this house famous. But the house holds more than just memories. Many believe that Anne's spirit remains. Visitors and staff have reported strange occurrences, unexplained noises, footsteps in the night, doors creaking open and shut. Some say they have felt a presence, a feeling of being watched. Is it Anne, forever tied to the place where she wrote her dreams and fears? Or is it the house itself, haunted by the weight of history? Whatever the reason, the Anne Frank house remains a place of powerful emotions. It's a reminder of the darkness humanity is capable of, but also a testament to the enduring power of hope. Walk through the cramped rooms of the secret annex. Imagine the fear and uncertainty that Anne and her family must have felt. Feel the weight of their story pressing down on you. It's a sobering experience, but it's also a necessary one. While the stories of ghostly encounters at the Anne Frank house are numerous, they are rarely malicious. Some believe that Anne's spirit lingers not to frighten, but to remind us of her story, to ensure that the horrors of the Holocaust are never forgotten. Amsterdam remembers Anne. The city has embraced her story as a symbol of courage and resilience. Her diary, translated into over 60 languages, continues to inspire millions worldwide. It reminds us that even in the darkest of times, hope can bloom. Leaving the Anne Frank house, you might feel a sense of sadness, but also a sense of awe. The world remembers Anne Frank. Her story transcends time and place. It reminds us of the importance of tolerance, compassion, and understanding. The Anne Frank house is not just a haunted location, it's a place of pilgrimage, a place to reflect on the past and to find hope for the future. Anne's spirit, whether present in a ghostly form or simply in the hearts of those who visit, is a beacon of light in a world that often feels dark. Our journey through Amsterdam's haunted hidden gems continues, but the story of Anne Frank will stay with us. It's a reminder that even in the face of unspeakable tragedy, the human spirit can endure. From the poignant silence of the Anne Frank house, we move to a place that revels in screams and shadows. Our next stop is the Amsterdam dungeon. This is not your typical museum. It's a journey back in time, a time when torture was common and death was always near. Step inside if you dare. The dungeon's walls drip with atmosphere. Dim lighting and eerie sound effects set the stage. Are those chains rattling, or is it your imagination? Costumed actors bring to life the darkest chapters of Amsterdam's past. Hear the stories of the plague, the Inquisition, and the horrors of the slave trade. But be warned, these stories are not for the faint of heart. Feel your heart race as you enter the torture chamber. See the instruments of pain. Hear the screams of the condemned. Smell the fear in the air. It's all part of the experience. The Amsterdam dungeon doesn't shy away from the gruesome. Many believe the dungeon is haunted by the spirits of those who suffered within its walls. Visitors and staff have reported strange occurrences. Cold spots, disembodied whispers, and the feeling of being watched. Some say they have seen shadowy figures lurking in the corridors. The dungeon's history is soaked in suffering. It's no wonder that some believe that energy lingers, that the echoes of screams still bounce off the stone walls. Is it the power of suggestion? Or are the tortured souls of the past seeking an audience for their pain? Step into the plague doctor's lair. Hear the tales of the Black Death. Can you feel your skin crawl? It might not just be the stories. Exiting the Amsterdam dungeon, you'll be greeted by the bright lights and bustling streets of modern Amsterdam. The contrast is jarring, but also a welcome relief. Take a deep breath of fresh air. Feel the sun on your face. The real world never felt so good. The Amsterdam dungeon is a place of manufactured fear. It's a fun and spooky way to experience the darker side of history. But it's important to remember that it's just that, a performance. The actors take their bows, the lights come up, and the ghosts, if there are any, retreat back into the shadows. But even though the dungeon's horrors are confined to the stage, they serve as a reminder of the very real suffering that took place in Amsterdam's past. And they remind us to be grateful for the freedoms we enjoy today. Our spooky adventure now leads us to a place where beauty and history collide, the Rijksmuseum. This grand old building, home to Dutch masters like Rembrandt and Vermeer, is more than just a museum. It's a treasure chest of stories, some whispered, some painted, and some perhaps whispered by the ghosts of the past. During the day, the Rijksmuseum is alive with art lovers and history buffs. But as the sun sets and the crowds thin, a different atmosphere descends. The shadows grow longer, the silence deepens. And some say the paintings themselves take on a life of their own. Wander the halls after closing time if you dare. You might hear the rustle of unseen silk, or catch a glimpse of a figure out of the corner of your eye, vanishing as quickly as it appeared. Some say the spirits of artists past linger within the museum walls, their souls forever entwined with the masterpieces they created. One painting in particular is said to be a focal point for paranormal activity, Rembrandt's masterpiece, The Night Watch. This iconic work, depicting a militia company in dramatic chiaroscuro, holds a certain magnetism. Visitors have reported feeling a chill down their spines, or sensing a presence while standing before it. Some say the eyes of the figures in the painting follow them around the room. Others claim to have heard whispers coming from the canvas itself. Are these just tricks of the light and the mind playing games? Or could there be something more to these stories? Perhaps the spirits of the militiamen immortalized in oil and canvas still stand guard. Or perhaps Rembrandt himself left a piece of his soul within the painting, a ghostly echo of his creative genius. Beyond the frames, art that lives. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, there's no denying the power of art to transport us through time. The Rijksmuseum is a place where history comes alive, where the stories of the past are told not just through words, but through the brushstrokes of masters. As you gaze upon the portraits of kings and queens, merchants and milkmaids, imagine their lives, their loves, their losses. Their stories are woven into the very fabric of the museum, and some say their spirits linger still. So, the next time you find yourself wandering the hallowed halls of the Rijksmuseum, take a moment to listen. You might just hear the whispers of history, carried on the breeze of another realm. Amsterdam's eerie embrace. Our journey through Amsterdam's haunted hidden gems has taken us from the poignant silence of the Anne Frank house to the spine-chilling screams of the Amsterdam dungeon and the watchful gaze of Rembrandt's night watch at the Rijksmuseum. Each location, steeped in history and legend, offers a glimpse into the city's spectral underbelly. Amsterdam, a city of canals and cobblestones, whispers its secrets on the wind. It's a city where the past is never truly gone, where the echoes of bygone eras linger in the shadows. But far from being a place of fear, Amsterdam's haunted side adds another layer of intrigue to its already captivating charm. The stories we've explored are not just tales of ghosts and ghouls. They are windows into the human experience, tales of love and loss, courage and resilience, cruelty and compassion. They remind us that life and death are forever entwined, and that sometimes the line between the two can be blurry indeed. A city that never sleeps, not even in death. Wander the charming streets of Amsterdam, walking in the footsteps of generations past. Their stories are etched into the fabric of the city. Listen closely and you might hear whispers of merchants, laughter of children, or mournful cries. Amsterdam never sleeps, not even in death. Its haunted hidden gems are for the curious and adventurous. The city of canals and bicycles is waiting to share its secrets with you. Your Amsterdam adventure awaits. Whether you're a seasoned ghost hunter or simply intrigued by the unknown, Amsterdam's haunted hidden gems offer an experience unlike any other. Explore the secret annex where Anne Frank wrote her diary. Feel your heart race in the chilling depths of the Amsterdam dungeon, and stand before Rembrandt's masterpieces, feeling the weight of history and the presence of something beyond explanation. But most importantly, as you delve into the spooky side of Amsterdam, remember to approach each location with respect. These are not just haunted attractions, but places where real people lived, loved, and died. Their stories deserve to be heard, their memories honored, and their spirits, if they still linger, treated with kindness and understanding. So what are you waiting for? Book your ticket, pack your bags, and prepare for an unforgettable adventure in the heart of Amsterdam. The city of canals, bicycles, and ghosts awaits.